Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be going over the command prompt tips and tricks. Let's get going. In order to initiate the command prompt, I will do the window key plus the R, and I will issue the command /K and change into the demo1 directory. And here it is. Command prompt is up and running. If you want to increase the size of this command prompt window, hold down the control key and the mouse wheel up. This will increase. If you want to decrease the size, control key and scroll down, and this will decrease the window. I think I like this size. Okay, the first one we will be covering is the dir command. The dir command lists files and folders. dir, and you can see demo1 folder has directories and some random files. If you want to print the bare minimum format, the command is dir/b for bare minimum. If you need to print files only and exclude the directories, dir/b/a-d. You can see this only prints files, and you can also print directories only. dir/b/a-d. And now you can see it only lists the folders. You can also create new files. The command is type nul greater than sign temp.txt, and now it created temp.txt file. Let me show you in the file explorer. Demo1, and here's the file that we just created, temp.txt. Let's create another one called 1.2, but see, it has a space in between the file. And if you have spaces, you need to enclose double quotes. So the command is type nul 1 space 2.txt. Keep an eye on here. And if I press enter, here's our file that just created. You can also create Microsoft Word documents as well. Type nul Word docx. Keep an eye here, and here's our Word document. Let's go ahead and delete these files using the command prompt. The command is del, and I'm gonna delete the temp file. Let me bring up that demo1 folder and keep an eye. So this file will disappear once I hit the delete command. There you go, it's gone. I do want to note, if you use the delete command to delete a file from your disk, you can't retrieve it back. So it doesn't go in your recycle bin, it deletes it from your disk, and there's no trace of it. So be careful if you are using the del command. One prevention you can add is to add a /p, which will ask the user to prompt, are you sure you want to delete this file? So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this command, Control V, and we are deleting two files, the 1.2.txt and the Word document. And we're also adding the P for the prompt. Let's keep an eye on these two files, Word and 1.2. And here's the prompt. Delete, yes, no. I'm gonna say yes. It deleted the first file, and let's delete the second file. And both files are deleted. Next, let's go ahead and cover the cd command. So you can print the current directory path by simply typing cd, and this prints the current path. If you want to add this path to the clipboard, cd pipe clip, and now it's on the clipboard. If we do a Control V, and that's the file that was just placed. If you want to change to the root directory, you can issue the cd / or cd \. Both will work the same, and that will bring you to the root directory of the C drive. Did you know you can also setting different colors of the terminal? Command is color. The first one is the background, which is 0. A will go for light green. And there you go. Now you have a light green color scheme. You can also change the background to something besides the black color. Color 7, which based on this table is white. And I'm going to issue the D command, and D will print, or D will change to purple. Let's try this out. There you go, white on purple. If you want to restore the color back to the default, simply type in color. And uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't really matter. It will work both ways. And now let's go ahead and clean and clear this screen. The command is cls. The command prompt is clear now. Next, let's go over how to copy text files from one folder to another. So I will go ahead, cd into the source folder, and we will copy all text files to the target folder. So the command is copy asterisk dot. So the asterisk is a wildcard, so it will copy anything that starts and ends with a dot text, and it will copy those files to the target. So here's our source and target. So keep an eye on these two folders. So we are copying these 3 files from the source to the target. And let's hit enter on the command prompt. There you go. 3 files copied over here. This comes in handy when you have a lot of files, or if you want to specifically copy only Excel files or Word files, you can play around with the different wildcards. You can also print the current date and time. Date will give you the current date. To get out of this function, hold down Control C. That will break the command. And if you want the current time, simply type the command time. 1418, which translates to 218. Control C to get out of it. Okay, next one. Let's search for keywords way. Ignore the case sensitivity, and it will add a line number of the keyword that it found. So let me go ahead and stage this. I'm gonna cd into the demo1 folder, clear the screen, and let's see what's inside demo1. So demo1, we have a random 1.txt file. Okay, so we will be searching this file to see if the keyword way exists. Copy, paste. So here's the command, and it did not like this because right here I had a extra space in here. So if I clear the command and issue that again, it found, looks like 2 hits. And I'm gonna also show you how this works. So you can also open this random text file in Notepad from the command prompt. So you issue Notepad and the file name. And here it is. So you can see, I see way here. So it printed line 1. This was on line 1. And it prints the whole line. And now it also skips line 2 because line 2 doesn't have anything with the word way. And it also found a keyword way in line 3 right here. Let's go ahead and rename some files. Let me open the demo1 folder and use the rename. So what will happen is I'm gonna rename old file to new file. Keep an eye down here as I issue this command. There you go. It renamed old file to new file. What's also nice about command prompt is we are currently in this directory, demo1. If I want to open this directory in File Explorer, simply type start and a period. And this will open the File Explorer. Let's look at the more command. More command will display the output one screen at a time. If I do a dir, yep, there's the random file, more rand, and I'm gonna hit the tab. So the tab key, once you start typing a folder name or a file name, it will auto-complete that for you. So I type RAN, and I'm gonna hit the tab, and this auto-completed random text. Hit enter, and you are in a read-only mode now. If you want to go to the next line, so this file is quite long. If I want to go down the line, I keep pressing enter, and you can see how it is iterating one line at a time. If I want to go next page, hit down the spacebar, and this will go down one page. And to get out of this, type the Q key on the keyboard. And now we're out of it. Let's go over how to create new directories. To create a new directory, mkdir delete me1. Keep an eye down here. Here's our folder. Delete me1. And you can also create new folders using the md command. And here's delete me2. You want to remove a directory, rmdir delete me, let's delete number 2. And it's gone. Let's also show you how to search for files in current and subdirectories. I'm gonna go one level up, and I'm gonna issue the dir command, and here I have folders, and I have one file here. So I'm gonna search for a file called info.txt. And let's see what it does. The command is dir, file name, and the /s. And you can see, based on the output, that info text lives under demo1, one folder, sub1. So if we navigate there, demo1, one folder, sub1, here's the file that it found. So it's also a nice trick to search for file names throughout directories and subdirectories. Let me stage this. And here you can search for folders. So if I do a command dir /ad/b sub1, sub1 was found under the one folder. Or you can use a wildcard as well. Same thing, but you enclose the folder name in asterisks. And now you can see it found several folders containing the keyword 1, demo1, one folder, and sub1. So it found 3 folders. Did you know that you can rename the title? See how it here says C Windows System. This is the default generic way. But say you want to say something like this. Simply issue the title command and whatever you want to call it. And now the title of this command prompt changed to this, which is pretty cool. You can look up history commands by hitting the F7 key and look at all these commands that we issued. And let's say if I want to, and I'm using my up and down arrow here. Let's say I want to clear the screen. Put it like that, or you can use the up and down arrow to navigate to the different previous commands. Did you know you can also run multiple commands at the same time? And the trick is to use this and sign. So I'm gonna do a dir and ms paint. So this should print the directory and open Microsoft Paint. And there you go. Also, some of my favorite ones here. You can start all of these different programs by simply typing the specific function. Calc will open the calculator. Notepad will open the default notepad. Right, this will open WordPad, as you can see here. And control, it will open the control panel. Did you know that Windows also has a on-screen keyboard? OSK, hit enter, and now you have a on-screen keyboard. If I do dir, enter, you can use the on-screen keyboard as well, which is much slower than actually using your real keyboard. Next, search for files or directories and output results to text file, and open the text file in Notepad. So we're doing a lot with only one command. Let me copy this whole command. So I am searching for the keyword 1 under the C search results, and then I'm gonna output that to the Notepad. Let's see what happens. There you go. So this was like blazing fast. So I searched for the keyword 1, and I was searching for the files and folders basically. And the output, I put it into this file. So yeah, you can do stuff like this. Another useful one is the tree command. Let me clear the screen and tree/f, and you can see it prints the folders and the stuff that's within the folders. So demo1, new file, random file. Let's confirm that this is actually true. So if I go to demo1, I have a new file and a random file. I have a delete me folder, which is empty. And I have a one folder, which has a sub1 folder. Yep. And within this folder is a info.txt. There it is. So you can see it's a very nice visual to see what's inside of each directory. So that's the tree command. I think I mentioned this, Control-C, it will abort the function. So if you have a long running script and you want to kill it, Control-C. Echo off and echo on. This will turn on and off this part right here. So let me demo this. I'm going to say @echo off. And now you can see, I don't see anything in front, which is kind of not recommended because you don't know where you're at and what you're doing. If you want to put it back, the command is echo on. And now you're back. But did you know you can also change the text that says here? You can change this for your name or whatever. To do that, you use the prompt command. So I'm going to issue this command, prompt. D stands for the current date. B is a pipe symbol, current time, and it's going to include that greater than sign. So let's see this in action. So there you go, current date and time. And look at the milliseconds, how it will change as I press enter. 46, 92. This can be useful. If you want to go back to the way it was, which prints that current drive and path, prompt $P $G. And now you're back into the default. Or you can also exit and reopen command prompt. Then lastly, at the bottom, all of these commands you can find under the help function. If I type in help, look at all these, even more than what I demonstrated. But you can see all of these commands and their description and what they do. So for example, if we want to learn more about the dir command, I can type in help dir, and this will give me specific information about what you can do with the dir command, the attributes and the different flags you can use. Another way you can do this is type the dir command /?, and that also displays the same information. And this works for all of those commands that I used. But if I do a prompt /?, this gives you the explanation of what this does. And then let's say you want to output the help commands into a file, right? So if I do help greater than CMD help file.txt, this will output that into the text file. So if I do notepad CMD help 1, this is all that information. It placed it into the text file. And if you want to append stuff to the bottom, you use the 2 greater than sign, and one single greater sign will always overwrite this. So keep that in mind. And lastly, if you need to exit command prompt, simply type in exit. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing, smash that like button, and thank you for watching.